Hey, welcome to PODnas. This is a show about sports from a Louisiana lens. Today, we are going to be talking about the aftermath of one of the biggest collegiate seasons ever. I have Jarrett Roser with me. Jarrett, how you doing? Tell me how your day's going.
Good, man. I'm just as we're preparing to do this, realizing that the caffeination is twitching the hell out of my left eye,
Yo,
and so I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes because it's driving me a little bit insane. But other than that, man, excited. It's right now. It's Friday afternoon, heading down to go see that Pels Kings game tonight. We'll see how that goes.
oh
And
yeah,
excited.
yeah. I'm ready to
Excited.
be disappointed. I can't wait. I'm very
Yeah,
excited.
yeah, yeah.
uh,
It's a tough deal.
It's a tough deal. And yo, my name is Daniel Hawks. You can just call me Hawks. Let's get into it. So this season, women's collegiate basketball was the highest rated and the biggest names that I think we've ever seen collectively. I think it overshadowed the men's game. And I don't think that's a hot take to say that. Uh, um, so Caitlin Clark just gets drafted. Her salary comes out today, and there's this big uproar about it because she's only getting $76,000, outside of her deals and whatnot. And her response was that she didn't think that they should get as much money as the men's game because of the views, but that they should definitely get more money than the live golfers because no one watches them, which is the funniest ish I think anyone could have said. Jared, what are your thoughts on it? And what do you think she's going to do in the WNBA? Do you think that popularity is going to go over? And just kind of what's your take on that?
Yeah, I think when you say that you don't even find it a hot take at this point to say that the women's game kind of overshadowed the men's game this year. Imagine saying that a few years back, though, and how hot of a take that would have sounded like to try and forecast. But to watch where this has grown going back to a year ago and the Iowa LSU national championship game and the way Caitlin Clark and that team, but also LSU down here and everything associated
Yeah.
with that team from the hiring of Kim Mulkey and the building of that roster and going to win a first national championship in school history, and then just carrying all of those elements over into this year, which is part of why we see the men's game lacking right now because of there's not any sort of carryover or the building of those personalities on a national scale because of
Yeah.
how many top players are recycling or cycling on to the NBA every year. And so it
Yeah.
was a
What are
lot
we
of
going to
fun.
do? Trust Kyle
Yeah.
Filipowski next year? No, get out of here. No.
Tell you what, I had a Kyle Filipowski rebounds number in a parlay once upon a time this season, and I will never trust Kyle Filipowski again.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have
I
him and
had
how many times he acts like a okay.
I,
That's how many times I have him.
I had Duke fans in a group text with more Duke fans, and obviously, this will come up, I think, over time. You and I, in terms of outside of Louisiana allegiances, both like North Carolina, and that was maybe the one time that Duke fans were like, "Well, that's just your own fault for trusting Kyle Filipowski on that," and that wasn't the venue that I was expecting to get that type of feedback. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, this to watch the growth, the attention, not just on the Final Four, but really throughout the season on the women's game was really cool to see. A lot of fun. And then obviously just continuing to crescendo as March Madness went on and getting some of those huge matchups down the stretch, all capped with that Iowa and South Carolina national championship game. And then just continue building that momentum right into a draft where more so than ever before, I think there was a depth of names in the WNBA draft that the average or slightly above average fan knew a little bit better than maybe we knew the depth in years past. Caitlin Clark getting to go, relatively close to home, staying in the Midwest with the Indiana Fever. A dynamic with the new Twin Towers heading up your way to Chicago
Yeah.
with Angel and Camila Cardoso. So I think that's been a lot of fun. I think we're going to see some of the dynamics of all of that carry over to the WNBA with with some of the WNBA draft initial buzz being kind of a proof of that so far. But We'll
Dude, those
see. I'm
tickets for Caitlin Clark have gone for the Fever. They started before the season or last season. The average ticket price was like 56, maybe up to $70. Maybe lower than that. They're like at 150, 170 now. Like they've already jumped up. This
That's
uh
that's way more than what we're paying for this Pels Kings game. I'll tell you,
yeah.
just anecdotally, they're giving away free quarter zips just to try and get folks in the building.
Jesus. Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
really? Oh
yeah,
my
and
God.
I know we have an NBA show lined up, and so we can talk more about that as we get there. But I think early indications essentially are really strong that this is going to
Well,
carry on into the WNBA, and then
and
hopefully some of that money follows. Obviously, there's no Saudi oil backer yet for the WNBA, which is where that live money comes from. But
there
fingers
could
crossed.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, let's get, I actually no, let's not. Let's not do that. So also to transition on that popularity of the game, and to talk a little bit about Angel Reese and her coming to Chicago, which by the way, that is where I am located. Um, Even that popularity, Angel just asked for a new nickname because she's Bayou Barbie. That's been her moniker since she's been at LSU. Now she has asked the city of Chicago or the people of the internet to please give her a new moniker, and she announced it. She said that it is going to be Shy Barbie. Um, and that post alone, where she asked that, got over 14.1 million views. It got over 4,000 retweets or re-X's. I don't know how you say it now. 57,000 likes, like just showing how much like of a figure that she actually is. I'm super excited. I really want there to be um like odd couple show with her and Cardoza.
Yeah, man. There's so many elements to this. And Angel, we saw toward the end of this women's season, it seemed to, I think, weigh some on her and on some others about as much love as they got from different areas. There was also the last couple of years a little bit of a villainization of this LSU women's basketball team, and now there's this interesting response to Cardosa and Reese heading to the same team of, oh, what's the beef going to look like in training camp after watching them battle. And so there's all of these little kind of side elements beyond just some viewership numbers where we're seeing anecdotally some aspects that go along with the building attention on it, that you're going to have some people that don't, some fans that don't like you and are going to come at you a little bit, and just the kind of where we are in America, I guess, the polarization that feeds into
Yo,
energy and attention.
which
And
I
so
think is perfect for her being in Chicago, for Angel being in
yeah,
Chicago.
all those
We'll
little
be your villain, baby. All right.
yeah, all those little sub storylines, fair or not, are just a part of you becoming that much more of a a central figure in the sports and sports media landscape. And so we've seen a lot of that. She's been a part of a lot of that, and now that I think far overblown initial reaction of can Cardosa and Reese coexist,
Yeah.
as first takey as that sounds or whatever. I think that's all kind of part of it.
Yeah. I think there'll just be maybe some no speaking days after LSU and USC play each other. So
Yeah, yeah,
um,
I think they're gonna have fun. I think they're gonna have fun with it. They're gonna be fine. Any concerns about that? They're just,
yeah.
I mean, they're two women that are absolute dogs on the court, competitors, and so when they were in opposite jerseys, you saw it play out on the court. But now they're on the same team, and they're gonna piss some people in
Yeah.
other jerseys off together.
Uh Cardessa literally said, like, no one's gonna get a rebound against us, which I just found hilarious. I want to pivot real quick because one of my favorite things is before she picked Shy Barbie as her new moniker, which she said she still is a Bayou Barbie. That'll never go away, but this is since she's moving to Chicago. The internet. This is what the internet had to say. Uh Shy Reese, we've got Chief Reese, O Block Bunny, Chirac Barbie, Chi Town Shouty, Sky Reese Breezy Blue, Chi Town Angel, Deep Dis Reese, What are you doing? That was at Lord Brunson. Hey, I don't know what that means, man. Shy scraper, which sounds weird, but oddly,
There's
uh,
something to that though. If you lump them together and call them the shy scrapers,
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good for both of them. Oh, okay, all right. That may be something I might tweet that. Windy City Wonder Woman, Lakeshore Reese, Skytown Barbie is pretty good too.
yeah.
I like that. I like that. But hey, we're gonna put up what do you think Angel Reese's nickname should be in. I know she picked Chi Barbie, but what would you have picked? We're gonna put that up on our socials. That is all that we have for you today. This has been Podnas. This is the show where we talk about sports, but we're both from Louisiana, so we're going to talk about it in a little Louisiana view. Jarrett, do you have anything to say before we get out of here?
No, man. I'm just excited to see the women's game grow, and I'm excited to get this show off and running, something that we've been kind of behind the scenes working toward of late. And so,
Yeah, man. Me
you know,
too. Me too. This is gonna be
yeah.
good. You can go to all of our socials. They will be posted in the description of this video. Spread a link there. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do a lot of content. We're gonna want to engage with you guys. So if you think that our takes suck or we're boring, I would love to know and talk to you about it.
Hey,
Let's
you
find
don't
out.
you don't have to encourage the people. They will let us know they suck organically.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Yo, so it is Podnas out.